Boys and girls, a quick video to give you kind of a heads up on the Math Google Forms. So they are self-graded, which means it's going to give you a score as soon as you are completed with the form. However, if you even just put a space in your answer box, it's going to count it wrong. So please do not panic if it is wrong. Don't go through and email your teacher and say, I got this right, but it says it's wrong. We will always go back and regrade it and make sure that if you got something wrong, it's not just because you put a simple space bar or maybe you wrote the answer differently, but it's still correct. We will fix it and we can manipulate that grade. So here's one for example. You're going to put in your email. You're going to put your first and last name. And then if you look right here, we have a question where you're going to put a short answer text. Okay, so if you label it and you put pounds, so if you look right here for an example, here are the correct examples. Or correct answer examples, I'm sorry. So for example, you could do 1 7/12. Okay. You could do 1 7/12 pounds, like if you were to label it. All right. However, if you put 1 7/12 and then you hit the space bar, it might count it wrong because something that simple will trigger it to say that it's incorrect. Again, we will go through this to make sure that does not happen. So do not worry if you know that it is correct. Okay, and let's see if we can see another example. So here again, the answer for this problem is 3/8. So whether you write it as 3/8, 3/8 yards, 3/8 yards of fabric, but if you were to type in 3/8 fabric, it's going to count it wrong. It's up to your teacher's discretion to go in and fix that to count it correctly, but make sure we are labeling correctly. Make sure we're spelling it correctly and don't add any spaces. For example, if you're typing and you write 3/8, don't hit that space bar. Just leave that cursor on the end of that 8 and then go on to the next question. All right, so this is something we will be doing more often now since iReady is kind of acting up. So again, just don't freak out if you know it's correct, but it marks it wrong. It could be a very simple mistake, and the teachers will go through and make those corrections for you. If you don't see those corrections done by the time that your grades are in Skyward, then go and email your teacher. All right, guys, let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.